All right, there we go. We're episode 32 of Paper and Plastic, and the intro finally works. It's the same song. It's a little bit of a remix. Just trying something fun out. But yeah, we're episode 32 of Paper and Plastic, and I am Poppin' Sloth. This is my good friend Dr. Plagueis. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm good. That was dope.
Yeah, you like that one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you're not like really in the game of like, I guess you're in digital media or whatever, but
yeah,
like editing and all of that, like
yeah.
the little things that really just go a long ways.
Well, it's funny because I sat down earlier last week and we did our show, and afterwards I was like, I think maybe the next day I was thinking, I want to work on something. I don't know what to work on, and my first thought was, oh, I could make, a couple of reels or something for the channel. But I was like, I'm going to fix the intro, and I decided, I'm going to try remixing our tracks. So I found up the original audio log that I had made, and yeah, did messed around with it a little bit. So we have a new little intro song.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll change it up every couple of weeks or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, going into the winter months is kind of a bit of a slow period for my line of work, and that's kind of when the creative juices really start flowing, and that's like right around this time last year was when I started doing my free 100 stickers to
Oh yeah.
you know members of the community, and that's when I was like doing some logos for people and banging out sticker orders for people and stuff.
Yeah.
So this year I'm not doing anything generous like that. Hopefully I'll dedicate my creative juices to the show and doing some reels and editing out some stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, no, we've got. I think we've kind of teased it a little bit last episode, but we've got some things on the burner, some things in the oven,
Yeah.
and yeah, we've got some exciting plans for the next few months. But for today, we're going to be talking about comics and collectibles like we usually do. Uh, where do you want to start today? Do you want to start? We were talking a little bit before the show. Do you want to circle back to that conversation while we're still kind of thinking about it, or do you want to do hauls or anything first?
Um yeah, we can continue our conversation while it's fresh. I did want to say what's up to Samrock.
Yeah,
Uh
Samrock is in the chat. Hey,
yeah.
buddy. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about before the show about kind of like algorithms and kind of accessibility to content, really. Whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, I think we've both kind of noticed a shift in like how content is even being delivered to us. And I've heard a lot of people on YouTube specifically say that the algorithm right now is busted.
Mm,
Like it is, you're not like basically if you have ad blocker, you're not contributing to the YouTube algorithm anymore, which is probably majority of the people on YouTube.
mm,
So if you have an ad blocker, uh, you might be hurting the content creators you like. So, uh, we don't care if you have an ad blocker. We don't run ads, I don't think at all. So
yeah.
that's fine for us. But for a lot of popular YouTubers, they have little, you know, YouTube embedded ads that run in the middle of the show. If you're not seeing those, I don't think you're counting as a view anymore on a YouTube video, which means those content creators are not getting the views and the
Wow.
monetization that they should be getting. So YouTube's in a funny place. Obviously, we are too small of a of a content creator site to, or company or whatever organization to really care about any of that right now.
Yeah.
But it is affecting folks on YouTube, and I'm sure. I wonder if West Coast The Avengers has noticed any of that.
Yeah,
But
actually that's funny cuz me and him were just talking about this this weekend. He put out his typical Sunday video, which I really, I enjoy every Sunday. Really look forward to his videos every Sunday. As a matter of fact, fiending so hard for it this weekend that I remember Saturday night,
yep,
the kids all went to bed. I'm sitting there. I'm kind of got a little bit of, juice left in me. And I was just thinking to myself, man, it sure would be dope if Dave released his video early so I could watch it right now.
yeah,
That's how much I was looking forward to his video. Anyway, so he put out his video. It was his second video from his um, Pittsburgh trip,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and it was a hunting video, hour long video of him hunting various shops around Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
Really, really great city to hunt comics, and yeah, I just really, really enjoyed the video. I told him I was probably gonna end up watching it 4 or 5 times that day. Not jokingly, I did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really did. I just enjoy seeing a guy like him dig and talk about the
Mm.
unique books that he picks up, because he does pick out a very unique, or at least he
Yes.
chooses to show off a unique selection of books
Yeah.
and just educate people on the stuff beyond what we're so used to.
Mhm.
And I was just telling him that that's really refreshing too, because as much as I love all my other friends' content, a lot of it is, kind of falls in line with this recipe, I want to say.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
all kind of talking about the same stuff, they're all kind of showing off the same stuff,
Yeah.
and it can just get a little redundant. And so I just, I told him it was really refreshing, and he had kind of expressed that he wished more people had the same
Mm.
opinion and viewership
Yeah.
as me, because some of his
Mhm.
videos like that haven't been performing as well lately, um,
Well,
as well
that's
as he would like. I think he does great,
yeah.
but I certainly think he deserves to do better. And I think the algorithm really has kind of screwed him over in some way, shape, or form. And I don't know why that is. I can't understand it or wrap my mind around it.
Well, actually, that may tie exactly into what I was saying. Because apparently these changes on YouTube have started in like August.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple, at least over a month of everybody's channels, from what I can tell, unless you're goddamn Mr. Beast or something,
Yeah.
everyone's getting hit hard because that's my understanding of it anyways. And maybe I am wrong, and maybe there is more information out there that I'm missing, but it is something to do with, if you have an ad blocker, you might not be counting as a viewer
Wow.
when viewing this content, or it may not allow you to view the content. I don't know that for sure, but I
Yeah.
think, again, most of the people on YouTube viewers, unless you're a child, you probably, or unless you don't care about ads, you've probably never, you probably have an ad blocker. Children aren't installing it; they don't know how to install it. But if
Mhm.
you're someone our age and you are watch a lot of YouTube and you don't like seeing ads all the time, then I completely understand. I watch a lot
Yeah.
of YouTube, but
Well, I want to say too, and I don't know how any of this would play into today's channel, but I believe he could monetize himself, because
yeah.
he's definitely got enough
Mm,
of a following to do so. But I believe that he's chosen to not monetize for the
yeah.
sake of not having advertisements.
Well,
I might be wrong, but I was kind of thinking, I wonder if he went monetized, if then maybe YouTube would give him a little bit more of a push, because I don't know. I don't know. It's such
well,
a
well, that's exactly that's exactly it, right? Like if you're getting views and you're selling ads, you would think they're pushing you, but yeah, it's complicated.
yeah.
Samrock, big brain here, having YouTube Premium, so he never sees the ads.
Mm,
He's supporting supporting YouTube, which whatever, they got
sure.
content, but you're allowing, yeah, the content creators to still get their views and the
Yeah.
recognition that they deserve. So
Yeah.
that's good. That's good stuff. I know every time I see the views on our channel and our, for each video, I think, I know Sam Rock's one of those 25 views
Oh
every
yeah,
time. I,
totally.
I appreciate that every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
think, kind of the beauty of our situation is we never had intended on this being bringing us any form of profit. If anything, it's, costing us money to run this.
yeah,
Um, and I don't know that we've even ended up discussing that would be a goal one day. Certainly it would be cool,
yeah,
but it's far from our motivation. Whereas Dave kind of, his source of income is from branding himself and selling comic books, and kind of,
Yeah.
his content kind of leaks into that. So it's definitely a tougher situation for him and what he's doing for a living. Um, but I don't know. I have hopes that he's gonna just blow up one of these days, because I love him, and I think he's just a true gem
Yeah.
in this hobby and yeah, community.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, we should get that guy back on the show one of these days.
Oh
here
yeah,
real soon. Yeah. Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Open inventory.
this is not the last time I'll be talking about him today. So
Oh, I'm sure it
yeah,
won't be. I
yeah,
actually might even talk a little bit about Dave. We'll see. We'll see. Do you want to move into halls and stuff?
yeah,
So
definitely.
I should have said this off the top of the show, but here in Canada today is National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, and that's important to me as an Indigenous person. So I just want to acknowledge that.
Nice.
That yeah, it's an important day. Important to just to be aware of it. That's all. Just wanted to
Yeah.
mention it. Do you want to go first, or do you want? I don't have I have a decent little bit actually.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty prepared.
Okay.
So yeah, so while we were on a little bit of a break, I've been talking a lot with a oh shoot, I was supposed to find his Instagram. I don't know that it's a super public profile type of thing.
Okay.
It's certainly not really a hobby profile, so I'll just say a good buddy of the community, Manoush. He's actually somewhat local. He's up in the Seattle area, and I met him. He's a Dave Engerite, or I don't know what the proper term. He's a West
Yeah.
Coast Dave Enger
Fanatic.
community member.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, been selling some books to Manoush, and we've kind of we're texting now. We're becoming pretty good friends. But he was at a Comic-Con out there recently, and I had just put it in his ear that I was in search of Doctor Strange Volume 1, issue 169, which is the first issue of Doctor Strange's first volume.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Yeah.
it was the last book I needed for that run to complete it. And I made an Instagram post about this, so everybody may have already seen this,
Mhm.
but he had actually found one at that con. I was kind of expecting this to maybe be like a long-term thing, like, hey, he goes
Mhm.
to a lot of cons, so I was like, if you ever see one of these, let me know. I'm kind of looking in this price range. So yeah, he found me. I'd say it's a solid 7.0, which is just great for a Silver Age book. Really, really good condition. Honestly, a little bit better than I had asked him for. I told him I was kind of looking more in the mid grade range, like
Yeah.
5 to 6. So that was really awesome of him. I want to say that he even threw a little bit in, because it was a bit more than I had told him. And I asked him if he felt comfortable making an offer that was more in my favor. And the guy had countered like $30 more than my offer. And Manoush ended up accepting the offer and pitching in the $30 to cover.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he said that was a gift for the new baby and everything. So, it's a great way to start off our friendship.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, great guy. I think we're going to be able to meet up at Frankenstein Comic Con here in just a few weeks, actually. And I should have some great coverage of that. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. Next is, I don't know, are you still on New Gods, or have you kind of dropped off that?
No, I have. Is it 10 issues? Was that the last issue that came out a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
I have all 10 issues.
Okay.
Yes.
I really, really loved this this cover by Ian Bertram.
Oh.
And I'm not alone in this. I saw this
Yeah.
getting posted quite a bit on Instagram.
Yeah. That's a-
whenever it came out a week or two ago. Great book. I need to catch up on that series though.
I am.
And that came from Comics Place in Bellingham.
Is that
Uh,
the? Oh no, there's 12 issues.
oh, really?
Yeah.
So
So
it's
there's
not
some,
over.
so there's a couple more. And that was that a 1 in 25? So I'm just trying to find it here. I want
I don't
to.
believe this was a ratio.
No, it was not.
I
No.
think it's maybe like a C cover.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it was. Huh. No, I did not see. I didn't see that one at all. Damn, that would have been sick.
Yeah, really, really great. Yeah, love it. Um, and I don't know if we talked about Skin Breaker last week. No, we didn't,
I
because it
think
came out on Wednesday. Or did we?
we. Well, I think we. Uh, I don't know if we talked about it last week. I think we did maybe even chatted brief. Either way, yeah.
We talked about it was coming out, I think.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, anyways, um, it was a great read. One of the best first issues I've read in quite some time. I got a lot of copies of it because I wanted to be able to supply folks in town with it if Ron's didn't get any.
Mhm.
This right here is the 1 in 25
Oh.
variant, which is just really great. I don't know who that's by. That's unfortunate.
I can maybe find out for you real quick.
Yeah, it's the D cover, 1 in 25, I believe.
Son of Union Gap.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Ooh. The 1 in 25, Lorenzo de Felice?
Yeah.
Felice?
Yeah, so I had got the A, B, probably C, the 1 in 10, and then the D cover. And I gave the other 3 away to people who needed them in town. So
Huh.
now I'm moving into some haul from West Coast Avengers. This one just came from his claim sale a week or two ago. Just a sick cover though. A retailer incentive, Ninja
Oh.
Turtles number 12. So this is their last IDW run that went to like 150.
Okay.
So this is one of the earlier issues.
Mhm.
This is a Ryan Otley variant. Ryan Otley
Oh,
on Ninja Turtles.
hell yeah.
Hopefully I can catch him at a Comic-Con someday and have him sign that because he's probably sick of signing Invincible comics.
Oh, I would imagine so.
Yeah. So then I've got a few things here. So I had we had shared it, but I did some work for the Pisker family and their con. I did some sign work for them.
Yep.
And Dave was pretty pleased with me. He set it all up. He was really happy that I was able to come through on all of that, and I was honored to do it.
Yeah.
And he kind of felt like he'd owed me a favor, which by no means did he. Dave's a great friend, and I would, anything within my means, I would do for him and the Pisker family. But he offered, you know, offered some sort of payment, more or less comic books.
Mm-hmm.
I told him because he was going to the Pisker Comic Con that maybe he could just pick me up some stuff there, and I would told him I was more than happy to pay for it, but of course he didn't accept payment. And he picked me up some stuff. I'd kind of given him an idea of what I would like, but would have loved anything. But I wanted something signed by Jim Rugg, Tom Scioli, and Jim Mafood.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did he come through. So he got me this little self-published Jim Rugg illustration book that's got a bunch of little doodles on the cover here by Jim.
That's awesome.
And this is just a book of, I don't know how to even show this off, just character illustrations, famous character illustrations, just so good. Um,
Man, Dave, he just heard his name. Almost that we like it said it 3 times and he showed up. Isn't that crazy?
oh, you want to know what's crazy? Let me side note here.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday, or I don't remember, maybe it was no, it was last Wednesday.
Mhm.
He was running his bi-weekly claim sale on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was in the car driving home from somewhere, and I thought I'm just gonna put Dave on. I'm not listening to anything, so I'm gonna put Dave on.
Hmm.
No joke. I pull up YouTube, turn it on, and literally the first words coming out of his mouth, and this is like mid show. He'd already been live for 30 minutes. First words I hear come out of his mouth are Dr. Plagueis. And I can't remember what he was saying about me.
Yeah.
But I was just like, no, what the? Yeah,
Yeah.
just mind blown.
You guys are cosmically intertwined somehow.
Yeah,
You're just getting each
Yeah.
other's books from comic book shops across the state.
yeah. So here's just a few more pages out of that. I just love stuff like that. This is how big it is. It's just a tiny little
Yeah.
thing.
Little
But I'm
handheld.
I'm really into this stuff. And then here I got this is the Scioli book here. This is Jack Kirby's Star Warriors, starring Adam Starr and the Solar Legion. Tom Scioli is notoriously the biggest Jack Kirby fan. But on the back cover here, he did a little ET looking remark there with a little bubble letter of his name.
That's so cool.
And then he
Cool.
also did one on the interior here in that light blue. So this is my first Scioli autograph in my collection, which I'm really excited about. And then lastly from that lot, this is the coolest thing ever. He got me this Jim
Wow.
Mafood Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles print.
Wow.
And the turtles here in Jim Mafood style is just probably one of the coolest things ever. And you got Shredder overlooking them. I can't wait. This is going in the living room, most premier spot in the house, in a nice frame. I love this. Yeah. So thank you to Dave for all of that. And then lastly, I can't go a show without shouting out my buddy Oren, who owns Yeah Comics. He got me this Tim
Oh.
Sale remarked
Wow.
Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween special. I love Tim Sale, rest in peace. This is just a great book. And I love that remark there.
Yeah, that looks so good.
So cool. And
So cool.
yeah.
Oh.
He was getting offers for this like $50 above his priced, and he knew I can't do that. I told him if anybody buys that before me, they just they just might as well put a target on their back 'cause they're dead. We'll murder them.
Yeah, well, good thing you got it.
Yeah.
Everyone is safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So what's up, Derek?
Oh yeah, Derek's tuning in. Yo. That was your little haul then for this to show off today?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. Well, this kind of segues in perfectly. Over the weekend, one of my local comic book shops, Legends Comics here in Victoria, was doing a 50% off sale. Everything in the store. So I had to go dig in a little bit. And we found some interesting, cool, fun stuff. So this kind of ties in nicely. That is the Red Room. I believe it's a 1 in 5 variant. I don't know if that for sure. This is the Antisocial Network Red Room #1.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm assuming this. I know it's a variant. I'm assuming it's the 1 in 5. Do you know for sure by chance?
I think so. I think I have that one also.
Okay.
Um,
The artwork is phenomenal, and
Yeah.
I'm so appreciate you and Dave both have just kind of opened me up to Ed Pisker, and yeah, no, I'm so glad I'm kind of slowly getting all these
because you're on that,
yeah.
I wasn't gonna show this off because I just felt like it was too much, but in my haul from Dave, I did get a Red Room book also. This is a Jim Rugg
That's so
variant,
dope.
homage to Peanuts.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
good. Uh,
I love to see you getting stuff like that, man. That's so cool.
well, I went and Legends Comics, and the whole time I was thinking, man, I wish Doc was here, and I wish Dave was here because they would love this because
Yeah.
this is a shop that they get the current stuff in, but that's not their jam. Like he's had that shop for 30 years in that location. He's got a warehouse around the corner just full of stuff. Like he teaches at like the university comic book courses. Like he's a comic, I mean, legend, hence the name
Yeah.
of the store. But uh yeah, 50% off everything. And there was just so much stuff that I was seeing that I was like, I have no idea what this is. I don't know if this is just like I don't know what I'm looking at half the time in there because it is just all such obscure indie stuff that
Oh
you guys
gosh.
would just love it. You'd
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, it's funny. Oren from Yeah Comics, he was wanting me to print him some posters uh for the shop, and he
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, he sent me a whole bunch of images, and
Hmm.
he's like, I don't know what this is gonna run me, but and I was just like, we'll work for comics and specifically a fresh selection of indie comics because I've kind of run through all his
Yeah.
indies right now. And later that evening, he texted me that one of his suppliers set aside a whole long box of new indies for me to go through.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like, we got ourselves a deal.
Yeah. There you go. Um,
Oh,
Keith C also tuned in here. He said, F bomb. You went to the 50% Legends sale. He missed it. Legends also had a 25-cent sale 3 weeks ago. Yeah,
oh man.
that guy again, he's had the store for a very long time. Um, and he's just trying to move inventory at this point. Like he's just like, get it out the door.
Oh,
Um,
there's nothing better than a 25-cent sale. Oh my gosh.
well, even this 50% sale, I was like, oh man, all these books that I just want to pick up.
Yeah.
And this one I was very excited because I missed this one. We had talked about this one when it came out, but that is the
Oh yeah.
that
Kevin
Doctor
Easton.
Doom, Kevin Eastman. Yep. I was
Great.
so bummed that I missed this one.
But
So
you just got it for half off.
I got it for
So
half off, baby.
God bless.
All things happen for a reason. This is a variant for Love Everlasting by
Oh.
Tom. My gosh, is it Tom King or Tom Taylor? Tom King. Tom King. I know there's some. I don't know. I like a good Virgin kind of indie comic cover, so that was
Oh
one I
yeah.
just said, hey, why not? This one I'm really excited about. This is the sketch cover for Swamp Thing 37, the
Oh my
facsimile.
god.
So this is going to be priority, like number one, next time I go anywhere that has a artist that will do a blank cover.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll get on there, but
Possibilities on that are yeah.
I gotta get something with Constantine. Maybe I gotta do a Swamp Thing and a Constantine on there.
Yeah.
This one was another just kind of cool indie. This is Grimm number 4. This is a Virgin foil cover.
Oh wow.
I don't know anything about Grimm, but again, I just saw the cover and it looked really cool. I was like, hey, 50% off, why not? So now we get to some kind of more interesting things, I think. This is Action Comics 1004. It's a foil. And I don't know if you see this very well on there, but that, I believe, is a Canadian goose.
Oh wow.
If I am not mistaken, I might be mistaken, but I believe those are Canadian geese. So, best Superman cover
Ever.
confirmed right there. That was so stupid.
Hey, what's up, JSS Brooklyn?
So
I was looking through my CLZ app after the fact, and apparently I have a handful of number one New 52 books. I did not know this, and I just coincidentally picked up 4 more while I was there.
I
So
saw this, and it was a tease, wasn't it?
it was a little bit of a tease because I picked up 4 New 52 number ones. They are all number ones. They were New 52, and these were all 50% off. So the first one I got was Teen Titans. I believe this is the
Oh,
second printing. And
okay.
it's just a cool cover. Again,
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, you know what? New 52 number one. Why not? Why not just
That's the series where Batman Who Laughs debuts. That's a really good.
oh, is it?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. That would
It's a
make
really
sense.
good Teen Titans run.
Okay, I'll have to see if I can find a few more.
Oh yeah,
Um,
piece that one together for sure.
this one I was very excited about because I've read a little bit of this one, and this was a book that I've been looking for. This is, I think, a second printing, but this is Animal Man number one by Jeff Lemire.
Oh, yep.
And I believe this is the first appearance of the Black or the Rot in DC.
Oh man, yeah.
Which, and again, I think this is the second printing. And I believe that Teen Titans was also a second printing. So those are my 2 second printings.
Sometimes those can have some pretty good value. They're lower print runs. I don't know specifically
Oh.
on those ones, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm always happy just when it's a book that's, over 10 years old at this point, I'll take whatever I can get, right?
Yeah.
However, we did get a couple first printings in here, and these are the 2 we're really excited about. We've got a Swamp Thing,
Ooh.
New 52, number 1. And if I'm not mistaken, these were all $2.
Ooh.
I think he was charging $4 for a back issue, 50% off, $2. So this last book actually got me in a little bit of trouble. So I was flipping through, and all these New 52 books were there in a row, and I was thinking, okay, like I'll, awesome, sweet, I'll grab them. I brought them up to the counter, and he's, scanning them in, and a little bit of water in anticipation. He sees this one, and he goes, "Where'd you find this?" And I go, "It was in the bins over there." He goes, "No, it wasn't in the bins. You had to open up a box. This is somewhere where it shouldn't have, like, you shouldn't be able to find this." I go, "I promise you, I found it over here." And I went and showed him to the section, and there's a bunch of New 52 stuff. And he's like, "All right." I don't know how that ended up there. I think someone went in somewhere they weren't supposed to and put it away and stowed it away for later, because there's no way that
No
this
way.
should have been
Oh.
sitting out there. Because as we're aware, this is at least a $50 book.
Oh yeah.
Um, he was saying that he probably would have put a much higher price tag on it because in this town they're not. It's hard to find. He said he would have
Sure.
charged probably close to $100.
Wow.
He honored the back issue price because
That's
it did
great.
not have a tag on it. It did not have a price, and it was in with the back issues. So he sold it to me for $2.
Nice.
I asked him. I told him no. I was like, I can't do that. Like, I don't feel good about that. I felt great about it, but I had to tell him I don't feel good about it.
Sure.
Because that's a valuable book, and this is a comic book shop that's just independent, and I want them to make money.
Right.
But he said, nope. Chances are you may have spoiled someone else's day, so that's kind of worth it. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right. He's like, just give it a good home, and we're all set. So
But that's why we dig. We dig because, we're hoping for some good hits. And I don't know.
you gotta respect the dig.
Sure.
You gotta respect the dig.
I love that he honored the price. I
Yeah.
don't love that he wasn't happy. I don't know. Maybe he was happy for you, but I don't love that it seems like maybe he wasn't happy for you. I'll tell you, like at Oren's,
Yeah.
I remember Son of Union Gap found a autographed or not he found a Rob Liefeld autograph, like I think in the $3 bins, and it's just like Oren is just happy that you found them. Like there's
Yeah.
no, oh, that shouldn't have been in there. Like there's no question about it.
I
Um,
I should preface that he was happy for me at the end. Like he
yeah,
was like, oh, you know, give it a good home, and you know that makes up for it. You know, you're
yeah,
ruining someone else's day. That's, you know, whatever. That's great. Um, I think he's in a weird position, this shop, because it is a very small shop, like very
sure.
small. And I think when something like that happens under his watch, when he's in the story, it feels like you know, like a breach of privacy and a breach of trust, because it is such a small. The shop is probably smaller than my bedroom. Like it's a hole in the wall.
Wow.
Um, and so I think when he's having these kind of events where there's a lot of people in this small space and there's people digging around in places they're not going to, he feels just a little, you know, just a little breach of privacy, breach of trust. And
Sure.
so I think he was more he wasn't taken off by the fact that I had found it. I think he was taken off by the fact that I maybe had gone somewhere I wasn't supposed to.
I
Um,
see.
yeah,
Yeah.
because again, at the end, he was very kind about it. He was very, and I was very apologetic. You know, I was like, I don't want, you know, don't want to spend that, you know, I don't, whatever.
Right.
Um,
Well, and if you're showing him a whole run of new
yeah,
52,
new
it's like not
52.
that unbelievable that there
That
might
one
might
maybe
have been
slipped
one.
through.
Yeah.
Um, and I see West Coast Avengers here saying if someone charges 50, let alone 100 for that book, run far away from that store. These are Canadian prices. This is a small town.
Yeah.
There is 2 comic book shops here, and supply and demand. The baby. I almost guarantee you, if that book was sitting on the shelf for 100, it probably wouldn't sell right away, but it would
Yeah.
sell eventually here, because 100 Canadians, what, like 60 American, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
50 Canadians, like 25 American. I don't know how it works
Yeah.
anymore. It makes me sad. The last book from this haul, though, that I did not have to hunt for because it was right in the open,
Oh man.
was this guy, which I can't even get the whole thing on camera. Uh, but this is the work in progress Batman, absolute Batman #1. And dude, if this isn't like one of the coolest things I've ever flipped through, like, oh, dude, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to show this on camera, but I don't know if I can even like, I can't even see my screen right now. Can you see
Oh
anything
yeah.
on it?
Yeah,
Like,
you can see some stuff. Oh yeah.
like, I don't know how good the view is on this, but
Pretty good.
yeah, like it's cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
so the whole book, even the back of it, like, I don't know. This is probably one of the coolest things DC has put out in the last probably 2 weeks.
Yeah.
um, and I want
Yeah.
more stuff like that.
Yeah. I saw Ron's actually got one and my buddy Ozzy got it, so I was happy for him.
Yeah, there he is, Daniel.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. And then what's up, Joe? It's nice to see you in here. Hopefully you're not, it's not too far past your bedtime over there on the
Yeah.
east.
On the East Coast, yes, sir. But that work in progress thing, man, seriously, like, really cool. I would love to see them do more stuff like that.
Yeah.
$20 price tag here in Canada, not great, but again, 50% off, $10. It was like
They've
easy.
definitely been doing more of those oversized issues.
Yeah, those huge ones. Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely like that. That work in progress idea is really cool.
Well, it just feels like I'm flipping through like the original storyboard art, you know, like,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the size that those sheets are usually drafted in for comics. I'm not 100% sure, but I
Yeah.
believe. And then it's cool because you see like the actual like lines of shading from like you know, marker. You see the pencil lines that, you
Yeah.
know, would get cleaned up digitally after the fact are all there. And
Yeah.
yeah, it just makes you feel like you're seeing stuff.
Yeah.
Mutant Comics was saying that he's on episode 10 now. It's funny listening to you guys talk about stuff coming out from 6 months ago. I feel like a Biff from the future.
Yeah, he's slowly been watching all of our episodes and rarely can make the live shows. I think we did a Friday show a few weeks
Mm.
ago, and he was actually able to tune in. So yeah, good to see him, and thanks for sparing some time for us today.
I mean, I appreciate everybody who takes whether they're catching live or watching after the fact. If you guys are watching this and you're seeing this right now, this part where I'm thanking you, thank you because you've made
Yeah,
it this far in the video, 40 minutes in, regardless if you're live or not. Thank you. That's
yeah.
awesome. Uh, yeah, we appreciate you guys. Mutant Mansion also saying, keep it up. Love the show.
Yeah.
So we are kind of at the 40-minute mark. Oh, West Coast Avengers making a fantastic comment. Almost feels
I'm so
silly
so
not
used to
listening.
seeing that when I'm in a show, like that I went to go hit the like button, but I can't do that because we're on we're on StreamYard.
Wicked Witch of the PNW. I feel like we haven't seen you tune in or haven't dropped a comment in a week or two, but we appreciate you tuning in. Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Smash it. Hit the notification. There's a subscribe button somewhere. There might be a little bell notification thing. And yeah, there you go. Done. Yeah, the lack of older videos is stunning. I don't the lack of on the older I don't know. You may have to clarify for that one.
Lack of likes, maybe.
Lack of maybe views. I don't know. Who knows? Doesn't matter. We're not here for that, but we appreciate everything that you do. What did you? Is there anything you want to chat about before we kind of move on to some other stuff?
I don't think so. Things have just been slow.
Yeah.
I was just thinking I haven't bought a figure in a while. There's not
Mhm.
really anything that I'm like dying to pursue. I mean, there's certainly figures that I want, but I'm not like feeling this like need for them. Not that I'm, falling off of that hobby by any means. It's
Mhm.
just I got the Sandman and the Mr. Miracle, which were like ones that I've wanted for some time, and now I'm just kind of waiting for the stuff. I can't even remember who they announced recently. Were we getting this?
Zatanna's
Yeah,
coming. Yeah, McFarlane's kind of in a weird spot, which kind of leads me into what I want to talk about as well. But yeah, I'm in the same boat right now. I feel like every time I went into a toy shop, the first place I still go to is the McFarlane section. But nothing's really getting me jazzed. And we talked about it last week. And
oh
I just
yeah,
have to we have to talk. I just have to circle back to this. That's Harley Quinn Suicide Squad
oh my
backing
god.
campaign. It is 67% of the way to go with 27 days. So they have raised, 67% in 4 days. Um, mm, um, for reference, I believe the Medieval Spawn Kickstarter that McFarlane has reached its crowdfunding in 20 minutes. I think, right? Like it was something ridiculous. It was like 7 minutes or something. It was within half an hour that the Medieval Spawn hit
Sure.
the goal. But this is a very like first off, I think I was on the record last episode saying I thought these were going to be like $200.
Yeah.
$70 plus shipping was surprisingly low. Not that anyone, again, that I know is excited for these. But that being said, I'm not opposed to this model if they gave me interesting things. Is kind of
Sure.
what I'm getting at. Is what
Yeah.
I need McFarlane to do is give me 3 figures with all of this cool stuff for 60, $70 US, which is probably like $100 Canadian, which is fine. I'd pay $100 Canadian for 3 McFarlane figures probably over the course of, however long.
Mhm.
But they got to do something that other than the goddamn Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn, and Joker. Like,
Yeah. It's really bad. I just couldn't. I wouldn't have imagined that. What 2,100 people would want that? That's shocking.
It's, I mean, it's not a lot of people. It's a lot of people, but not like it's. I mean, yeah, I
More
don't
than I would have guessed. Worldwide, I would have imagined like maybe 100 people might want that. That's crazy. I'm
No,
serious.
there's
I don't know. I
fangirlies.
mean, it's just
There's a lot of middle-aged men who love Margot Robbie. Um, but why would they deviate from what's most popular? It would be bad business decision. Is this what's most popular? Are people like? I guess I guess that's the thing. If people are still clamoring for more Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie stuff, and maybe this is just goes to show that we are just out of date and not connected at all.
yeah,
If I say Harley Quinn and this is what you think, like maybe I am really just out of touch. Like like maybe this is what's popular because it's Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's always been popular. We love Harley Quinn. Like I
yeah,
love Harley Quinn. I want to if this was a comic accurate Harley Quinn, I'd be I'd be a top tier subscriber, like but I guess maybe this is just who people associate with as Harley Quinn, and I think Dave is kind of echoing or I'm echoing what Dave was saying is I would put Harley Quinn as top 5 most popular characters, and that's the most popular iteration character in the mainstream. Exactly. Yeah. If they did Lady Gaga, that would be very questionable.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That is a very fair point.
Hmm.
So maybe that is it. It's just this is the face of Harley Quinn. Um, and it's a shame that it's this version of her. I guess it's the first version of Margot Robbie, but like James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Oh my god, I have a stroke right there. Um, his version of the character is way more in line with at least who I think of, and like I don't know. I just don't like this. It feels like her ass is just hanging out.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Shocking to me. But I'm very out of touch with like the movie and live action stuff. It's funny because me and my business partner buddy, he consumes like all the movies, all the TV shows. He's always telling me I gotta watch this, gotta watch that. Um, and we went into a whole conversation like there was some new show and he was shocked that I wasn't watching it. And I reminded him like, you know, I've never, never watched Game of Thrones, like all these
mm,
shows that classic
yeah,
shows or whatever you want to call them that he's recommended to me throughout the years that I've never even like watched an episode from.
yeah.
And so we went into this whole conversation about why that is. And I'm not a big, I've never been a big fan or consumer of like movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of it kind of I wish I could word it now how I did when I was explaining it to him, but a lot of it kind of has to do with the people who play these characters
Mm,
and this like pedestal and status that they get from being,
mm,
from being these famous people and stuff. And I mean,
yeah.
to some degree I'm consuming, I'm consuming comics and I admire writers and I admire artists, and when I go to these cons I'm excited to meet these people and get their autograph, which is kind of, similar to like what people are doing when they get the opportunity to meet these celebrities.
Mm,
But in a sense I kind of despise that, like, for instance, my daughter who wanted to meet Hopper from Stranger Things,
mm,
I had to pay $150 for her to stand in line for
yeah.
3 hours to
Yep.
go up and get a 5-second moment with him and
Yep.
an autograph.
Yep.
And then me from afar wanting to kind of enhance that moment for her and get a picture.
Mhm.
And I have this con worker like step in front of me to try to block my photo
Oh,
because I can't take I didn't
yeah.
pay $500 for the photo op, so I can't take a
Yeah.
picture. I
Ridiculous.
kind of despise that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't.
Yeah.
So when I do consume that stuff, because I do, I'm not
Mhm.
like not out here, but
Living
I'm
under a
just
rock.
not. Yeah, I'm also in, I haven't seen Fantastic Four. I finally saw Superman. It was fine. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know if I'm just rambling here, or if any of this is making sense, but I just kind of don't care about those people, and them being in a superhero movie doesn't make me like it more or excited for it. But I'm just a consumer of other things. So I'm not saying that I'm better than a person who does enjoy these
Mhm.
actors and their movies. It's just not my cup of tea. So
So
yeah.
so what I'm understanding, and I'll wrap this up in a sarcastic fashion for you. Animation is the way to go. Is that
Oh,
yeah.
well, and who's voicing a lot of these characters, right?
Yeah.
Some of these big actors are voicing these characters,
Some of
but
them.
yeah, I
Well,
love the. I'm saying you're better. No, yeah, I love animation,
Yeah.
definitely. And when I meet these comic creators, they're probably no, no more better than me than Hopper from Stranger Things. Like
Yeah.
these guys don't give a shit about me either. Or I
Yeah.
don't think when I was getting Arthur Adams autographs, I don't even think he looked at me. Like his
Yeah.
handler just was passing him books and he's signing them, and I'm like the
Yeah.
happiest dude ever. So certainly no judgment. It's just yeah, I do kind of despise these people that are playing these characters because they're so superior to us, and I just
Mhm.
think ah. I also did a little bit of work in borderline Hollywood where
Mhm.
I had some interactions with some famous actors that really turned me off as well. So
Well, I hear you, brother. I mean, that's again, I love my animation way more than I love my live action stuff, and I'll die on that hill any day of the week.
so
Um,
Hooch, who's in here, this is Manoush, who I shouted out
oh,
earlier in the show for my Doctor Strange get. So
hell yeah.
yeah.
Um, so we're talking about the McFarlane Harley Quinn. I wouldn't be able to not follow it up with the fact Hot Toys yesterday felt like they also needed to do a Harley Quinn Margot Robbie. So
Yeah, that's pretty great, man.
yeah, I feel really good for those 2,108 Harley Quinn fans out there.
Yeah.
They're eating well today.
No
Man.
shit, man. That gosh.
Oh yeah. So that's where we are with the Harley Quinn. However, Hot Toys did do us a really good solid. We're
Oh
getting a
wow.
comic accurate Venom, which looks,
Holy smokes.
I mean, come on. Come on, right? It's a great looking figure.
Yeah.
And I know I've talked about it before, but this Doom, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I'd like to own one of those one day. Is that a reproduction? That looks
no, man, this is the one that was announced. I told you about it the second it was announced. I was like, dude, this thing is coming out,
oh my
and
goodness.
it's getting closer
Wow.
and closer. Like, dude, I mean, come on. I
Yeah,
just
because the flags in the background, I feel like I've seen that on another Doom statue, but that just might be a
this, yeah, no, we would have talked about this one before, this figure, and then and that, yeah, we would have looked at that
ooh, God.
everything about this, yeah, we would have seen before. But I mean, I mean, look at the eyes on that thing, dude.
Yeah,
This looks like, put this in the movie. Get rid
yeah,
of Robert Downey Jr. Just give me a Hot Toys in place of him. That'd be better acting.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, those
And
Hot
what's
Toys
up
giving.
to Rev? I didn't shout him out, but we were responding to him.
Oh yeah, Rev's here. Yeah, everyone's. Aren't people tired of her yet? I think people are. Apparently not.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
I'd
I've
be
got no problem.
curious to see if it looks like it's going to get funded, but I'd be curious to see if see it out. 27 days left at 67%. Seems promising.
Well, that's the interesting because McFarlane obviously was when he did the Kickstarter Medieval Spawn was funded very quickly. West Coast. I'm starting to think movie opinions aren't things I should come here for. Uh, maybe. Well, I mean, one of us has a degree in digital media studies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably in the minority, but Dave loves him some movies.
Did I just suggest a toy be in a movie? What? Yes, because it's going to look better than whatever Robert Downey Jr. is going to look like.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with him being. I yapped about this to a
Well, we don't
coworker.
know. They're on the whole multiverse.
I yapped about it, but I will. He's there's no way he's Victor Von Doom. He can play Doctor Doom, but there's no way he's Victor Von Doom. He's gonna be Tony Stark pretending to be Doctor Doom, and we'll get an actual Victor Von Doom showing up at the end of that movie, just gonna tear his spine out or something really cool. Sloth with the mic drop moment. Yeah, I don't even know what moment I said. Not a lot from McFarlane otherwise this week. I think we looked at the Superman and the Joker that got announced, which were both pretty cool. Yeah, I don't think there's been a whole lot else otherwise. Anything you're excited for new comic book day tomorrow?
Yeah, what's coming out?
Oh, there you go.
Batman #2, I'm excited for.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Robin. So that should be good.
Oh, it's Tim Drake.
Yeah. Yeah, really looking forward to that. That first issue, like I said, it was solid, but I'm excited for it to continue on. What else?
Absolute Evil is very intriguing to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely be getting that. I was kind of trying to look at the cover options for that.
Oh yeah. Give me a second.
'Cause I'm a cover guy now, so
Yeah, of course. Man of culture.
oh yeah.
Let's see if this will let me flip through them here. Looks like
I saw that one.
just all of our heroes getting clapped.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to grab this one.
That's the one I'm going for too. Yeah, that's
The
great.
Riley,
I
the
like
Riley
that.
Rostomo, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be a virgin foil of it. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what really bums me out though? So my comic book store in the town I was living in a couple months ago, they didn't charge like a markup on the foil covers. My current comic book store does, and it's a bummer. It is just a bummer.
AJ or Nicole, whoever's running that channel right now, I got extra copies of Batman #1 coming probably within the next couple of days. So I'll set one aside for you.
If you want, I've got an extra foil A cover if you want it. That I pulled on the show last week. You can have that one.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a little memento, a little token of our appreciation from the Paper and Plastic show. Justice League, the Omega Act. I guess we're getting a bunch of kind of absolute tie-in stuff. Because that one in 25s. Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah. Booster
Gold is finally getting some time in the spotlight, even though from my understanding he's having a rough time. He's still getting a little bit of time in the spotlight.
Yeah.
What else is coming out? Let's see. Got some Ultimate Wolverine, Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Superman, Ultimate X-Men. It's
Ozzy, Orange should have a copy for you, but if not, I got some coming.
Dave asking the real question: why do comic stores think it's okay to charge above cover price for new comics on New Comic Day? Yeah. Yeah.
I understand it for 1 in 25s because it's, we're not playing chase games out here. Like a comic book store is fully aware when they get a 1 in 25, and they pull it out and they mark it up. Whatever, that's fine. But yeah, when a foil cover says whatever price on the cover and then they mark it up, $5 because it's a foil virgin cover, it's like, I'm not paying $15 for this, like Canadian. Like, it hurts. Like
It's crazy.
$15? No, I'll even.
Typically the cover price on a foil comic's already gonna be $1 or $2 more as it
Yeah.
is,
It's usually like $7.99, $8.99 if it's a
Yeah,
bigger book.
they're not paying more for it. The ratios make
Um,
sense because they're having to order X amount to get that ratio. So in a sense, they are paying more for those.
yeah, but
But a
not
cover price $8.99, they're still paying whatever their wholesale is.
Yeah.
$4.99 or whatever, half or less than half. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, again, my previous comic shop didn't, so I got very used to buying all the foils.
Yeah.
When I was living here again earlier before that, I did not buy any foils, but now I'm like, crap, I can't go right for the foils again. I have to be smart about it. I'd rather just get a 1 in 25 for an extra $10 rather than spend an extra $5 for a freaking foil.
Yeah. Luckily, I have not experienced any of that. So
I just want to touch on it. I know we're at the hour mark. I know we're kind of trying to keep it around that, but I would like just to kind of tie it in here nice and wrap it up a little bit with one final kind of topic conversation here. Can we? So I named the episode of this show is comic continuity real. The fact that League of Comic Book Geeks organized this by like the most in demand comics of each week. The fact absolute and ultimate make up 4 of the 5 top slots, and then Batman number 2 is the other top 5. Do people care about the actual normal DC and Marvel continuities, or are we all just completely tapped out and we're just like, don't know what's happening, don't care, just give us ultimate and absolute, we don't care about anything else? Is that kind of
that's what I'll say is the day Batman number 1 came out, and this was kind of like a big breaking point for me with Weekly Comics and Ron's, was when I went in and they didn't have any, and I'm just like, seriously? Like, Batman Volume 4, issue number 1, no copies. We already saw 2 people in here that are regulars of Ron's that didn't get it, right?
Yeah.
And the person who orders response kind of was like, oh, they started Batman over like again, which I get. It's kind of like, the same thing's been going on with Moon Knight, just volume after volume, it seems like. And that can get a little annoying, I guess, whatever. My argument is Batman number 1. Like, okay, go in this store right now and find me a Batman number 1 anywhere. You're not going to find it, whether it's a mini series or, whatever. You're not going to find one because it's Batman number 1. Everybody's going to want that. So it's just, yeah, I think people are burnt out on continuity because they just keep restarting shit over and over. Yeah, and to Dave's point too, barely volume 4 on Batman isn't bad, but
yeah, I was gonna say we probably have double the amount of volumes of Moon
right.
Knight.
I was just kind of like, that's okay. That's a fucking trash argument for one. Like, I don't care what you think about them restarting Batman. Like, I still want the book, and everybody else still wants the book. So you order that because that's your job. Like, it's not, you're not ordering based off of your opinion. You're ordering off of what your customer base wants. And most people were going to want that book, and they didn't get it.
Yep, exactly. That's it. Yep. Sorry, I'm just we popped off a conversation here that apparently is stirred up mixed feelings, especially in Rev.
Yeah.
Ultimate books are terrible. There, I said it. So I I will agree that the Ultimate books have started off really strong and have kind of tapered out a little bit. But the point being, I know what's happening.
Right.
I don't need to read 6 different Spider-Man titles with 3 different tie-in events in a year to understand what's happening in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Ultimate Wolverine, I read Ultimate Wolverine 1, and now Ultimate number 1 Wolverine 10 is going to come out. I've read the books between. I'm going to understand what's happening in Ultimate Wolverine number 10 because there's only been 10 issues. There's only 10
Ultimate
books to read.
Ultimate and Absolute is what continuity needed. Like a hard reset and almost like a retelling. That's kind of what I feel like comic book continuity needed.
And West Coast is probably making the best point of all of it. If you don't like the big 2 stuff, you can always pick up Savage Dragon or support a cartoonist. Man, I mean, you could probably pick up any Image number 1 from any week, and you probably find a banger in there,
Yeah.
like a hidden gem.
And that's why I think probably indie comics are thriving more right now than they have in a long time.
Yeah.
It's just the best. It's so refreshing. It's the stuff I look forward to the most, other than some of the Absolute stuff. But other than that, I'm looking forward to my Lucky Devils, and Beneath the Trees is really going really good right now. I'm really enjoying that. I loved the first series. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let me really quickly let me just see which there, because there is you know what? This is what we should have been talking about. Not any of that other stuff. We should be talking about the fact that Rook Exodus is coming back next tomorrow.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting issue 7. It is coming back. So we got the next issue of Rook from Ghost Machine and Image coming out tomorrow.
I
which
hadn't even realized that we hadn't gotten an issue in a long time. And then I was like, we're like on, I think, issue 15 of.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Issue 23 came out in October of 2024. No, wait. Has it been a year?
Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah, that one totally just fell off my radar as far as where it's been.
Dude, am I that far behind? I don't think I read issue 6. I have it, but I don't think I read it. Oh my god, dude. I'm so oh no. I'm
Well, that's
really far
probably a
behind.
good thing because you're gonna have to start all over.
Yeah, I may as well just reread it. Yeah, it's a great series. I love this. This is such a refreshing, yeah,
Yeah.
great stuff. Oh no,
Yeah,
we got
and that's what Skinbreaker was too. I mean, just yeah, so good, so refreshing.
oh my god, god damn it. Sorry, there's connecting covers.
Oh,
Shit. And it's going to be at least like 3 or 4 issues of connecting covers from an artist I actually like too.
and that's how they get you.
Yeah, you know me and my connect. He looks like Gunslinger Spawn in this, eh?
Yeah,
Like with the spikes and everything. Like, it looks very Gunslinger. All right, buddy. I think that that kind of touches on everything I wanted to touch on today. Was there anything else you'd like to chat about before we wrap her up today?
no, I don't think so. That was a lot of fun. We really got into some good debate there. They're kind of like a good selection of opinions on the continuity stuff, and yeah, that was one of the better turnouts we've had in a while. So thank you everybody for continuing to support us even through our inconsistencies.
And we're going to try to be more consistent,
Oh, yeah.
prior to whenever. To touch on what we talked about last week, I don't, to be totally transparent, we have not even talked about the season finale since then. So don't know if it'll even ever happen. Maybe we'll just keep going. Who knows? We'll find out each week.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying, now that things are kind of calming down for me, I kind of not fond of going away, but
Yeah.
you know,
Same.
maybe it still would be a good thing to kind of come back with a fresh mind and yeah.
I'll get very heated over Harley any day of the week, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Son of Union Gap, real quick question. I'm assuming for you, because I have no idea what he's talking about. Are you going to Frankenstein Swap?
Yeah, Mark, I'll be there. I believe Ozzy's gonna go with me. And it sounds like some other guys from the shop are gonna go. I don't know if Dave's going. I don't think he is, and that's really disappointing because I haven't seen him in a long time, and I miss him. uh,
Oh,
but
well,
yeah, and then also we're having our second swap the week before that, which that's coming up
which
very
week is that
soon.
again? Which week is
That's
that?
like 2 weeks, 2 weekends away. Yeah, not this weekend, but next. Holy shit!
Uh,
I gotta see if we can possibly still get you out here for that.
I was gonna say my work schedule might already be out, and
Yeah,
depending on
we,
the days. I've
a
been on a
lot of
lot of
stuff's happened.
yeah,
There will be
yeah,
another one in the
yeah,
summertime,
exactly,
in the
exactly.
spring.
There's no rush. Maybe I'll make a surprise cameo one of these days.
Yeah,
if they let me across the border. He's
yeah,
at a Bellingham Comic Con the following weekend.
yeah. And I probably can't make Bellingham one because that's really, really far for me. But I'd love to go there. I could finally meet the comic place guys, but I probably can't do that. I don't know. Lots of stuff coming up. Um, again, thank you to everybody who came out today, and yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, well, we should be back next week at our usual time on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we can kind of lock that in. All right, guys. Well, yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in and hanging out with us on a Tuesday night. And we will be back again next week. You guys can follow us on our respective Instagrams. And yeah, we'll be back next week with more chats and more conversations, maybe a little more debates. And you're welcome for not talking about any Gundam today. So there you go.
Yeah.
We do the small things. All right, guys. Everyone have a great rest of your night. Great rest of your week. All right. See ya.
Yeah.